So do you want to talk about this piece a little bit, Rose?
Good.
We good. Well, there's so many aspects one could bring up about it, but how many of you are familiar with the composer John Cage? Yeah, okay. John Cage is basically, in my book, pretty much the avant-garde man of this, or the 20th century anyway. He died in 1992. And what I know him from is a kind of music that is completely different than this. And actually two other kinds of music that are completely different. He just had so many different lives, but basically, early on in his life, he invented something called the prepared piano, which basically involved, he was working for a dance company and was in a pit orchestra setting, and he wanted to do all these percussion things, and he didn't have room. All he had was a piano, so he took screws and pieces of rubber and anything he could get a hold of, and he inserted them inside the piano to get different colors and sounds from playing the notes. So that's how, at least how I was first introduced to him. And this is a piece that was actually after that. He in the 1940s, discovered Zen Buddhism and Indian philosophy, and he became quite interested in that. And as you'll hear, I think it'll be very obvious, this was from that period in his life. But there's this one interesting quote that I read about from a lute player from the 17th century. And this was supposedly a quote that John Cage felt was appropriate for his time in his life, so I thought I would share it with you. It was from Thomas Mace, and he said, "The purpose of music," see, I can't read it with my glasses.
On my glasses?
The purpose of music is to sober and quiet the mind, thus making it susceptible to divine influences. I thought that was a very lovely